Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. That's Gable Steveson, Olympic gold medalist, and arguably the defining moments, if you're an American like me, of the Olympics when you won at the very last second, dude. You're gonna have to tell that story for the rest of your life. People are gonna ask you about that, but that's an amazing thing. What's it like?
Oh, it's such an indescribable feeling, for me to go out there with 13 seconds left to put up two takedowns on the defending three-time world champ is something crazy, and it's hard for me to describe it right now. But hopefully, as weeks go on, I can finally tell you what really happened because it's all just like a blur.
A lot of people in life, whenever I see somebody do something amazing like that at the very last second, I think a lot of people in life, they would have given up or they would have felt like, like when you feel like you're running out of time and you're frustrated. So I was wondering, did you have any emotions there? Is there anything you had to battle, or did you just keep working until the very, very end?
It was just straight. I mean, if you look back at the video, like there was no like facial emotions of me like being stressed out, and I look back at it too, and I was like, I don't know how I wasn't stressed out because I'm down 3 points with like 13 seconds left. And at that point, what I was thinking was I didn't come to Tokyo for 3 weeks to take second. I'm already this far deep in the tournament. I have to win. And it was just at that point, it was just me. It was just straight heart and just go out there and do whatever you can to score.
Yeah, and maybe you're a little psychic too, because I was watching Anatomy of a Fighter did a documentary on you, amongst other people.
Oh, yeah.
You've had a lot of documentaries lately, but in that documentary, you said something about how in this sport, things can happen at the last second. The very last second, you can win. And man, if you didn't like that, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, like Will posted that milliseconds video like right after I won, and he was like, Gable said this like 3-4 weeks ago before he went to Tokyo, and I looked back at it and I was like, wow, like
Wow.
I literally talked something into existence like 4 weeks ago, and I did it weeks later. And like I said in the video, like you can in wrestling you can lose in 0.2 seconds, you can win in 0.2 seconds, and the emotional ride in a match is real crazy.
So amazing. I'm so happy for you. You have
Like you,
such a bright future. You're only 21 years old, dude, and like the whole world has just opened up to you, right? And this is the age of Gable Steveson has begun.
it's very crazy feeling, after winning the NCAA title, I thought the world opened up pretty nice. I went to wrestle and had a good time there. But after this Olympic gold, so many things have came about. Like the world has opened its door for me to pick an option on where I want to go, and I'm gonna step in and see all my options and play it out well.
That's great. And so that leads me to my next question. I saw you tweeting at Dana White. What was that about?
Oh, Dana White. Who wouldn't want to be the baddest UFC champion on the planet? You know what I'm saying? I'm the baddest wrestler at the 125 kilograms in freestyle wrestling for Olympics, and who wouldn't want to go out there and showcase your fighting skills and become the UFC champion either? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that what that was about though? Because some people interpreted it as, "Hey, where's my congratulations?" Since you're congratulating other
no,
wrestlers.
no, 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 no. He'll send his congratulations when he'll send his congratulations. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
No, that was a tweet for me to
You're
just
like,
start up and let them know I'm here.
okay, yeah, because you're waiting for them. Has anybody from the UFC contacted you?
UFC Fight Pass has contacted me this morning. Uh, Joe Rogan, I think I'm gonna go be on the show, so that's kind of cool.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not. It's not official, but I think so. That would be nice though.
So
But
you're hoping they haven't been sliding you offers under the door yet, though.
no, nothing yet.
Is that something you're interested in?
Most definitely UFC is something I'm interested in. WWE is something I'm interested too in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like I said, the options are all there and the doors are open, and I'm gonna explore each side of them. And I don't know where I'll end up. I could go to 2024 in Paris and wrestle for another gold medal. The world's open, yes.
Yeah, and you know what? If there's the best time ever to be a great collegiate athlete, it's right now, right? Because you can
Yes.
sign these NIL deals with sponsors and still continue your collegiate career at Minnesota, for example. And this interview is actually through Killcliff, right? You're part of Killcliff's Fight Club. That's an amazing thing. And it gives you, you get to make the best choice for you and you don't have to necessarily be worried about. I mean, you're not going to be poor, right? Like you have options.
Yeah, most definitely the NIL opened up a lot of things too. And I'm with Agent Dave Martin. He's hosted many UFC champions. He's a legend in what he does. And
Yeah.
for me to be with Killcliff's another legendary energy drink company. You know what I'm saying? And I decided to go with them simply for the fact because they're the baddest people out there that represent the Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs are some of the toughest trained people out there, and they go out there and do their jobs in their field. And guess what I do? I do my job in my field too. So two of the baddest things on the planet, me and them Navy SEALs and Killcliff, I bet three. It all adds up to one.
That's amazing. I'm really happy for you. You have a lot,
Like,
like you said, a lot of amazing options. You mentioned the UFC. You've talked about the NFL. You've talked about the WWE. I know that you haven't made your decision, right? You're weighing all your options. You'd like to know all your options first. But like, can you tell me what are some of the most important things as you look at your different options for your future?
some of the most important things for me is making sure I'm comfortable in the right spot, making sure that I can do what I can with the best people around me. And so um just having fun with it overall, being able to understand there's a business side and there's another side to things is the main important thing for me. And we're gonna take care of business. Me, Dave, and my family. We're gonna take care of the right business and making sure that we get everything we need from any major company out there. And to have this Olympic gold on my side, like I said, it opened up a lot of things. And I'm not sure where I'll go. I'm not sure what my decision will be, but I'm most definitely sure that my doors are open and I'm gonna go search for what's best.
Is there still a chance that you'll return to Minnesota?
Could be the chance I return to Minnesota. I mean,
There's
Minnesota.
people there like,
I mean, Minnesota treated me well for the past years.
yeah.
For me to go back and put on one more legendary show in my last year could be a crazy thing. But like I said, there's some big options out there, and Minnesota is a big option too. So who knows?
Yeah, dude. I heard they're not even the Gophers aren't even your only option in Minnesota. I read a story about maybe the Vikings are wanting to invite you to camp.
Man, the Vikings sent me a tweet yesterday. I said, and they gave me a follow on Twitter. So I was like, hey, I look good in purple.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's great. You mentioned WWE. I know you're a big WWE fan. I grew up a big WWE fan. Has the WWE contacted you, or are you talking to those guys?
No, most definitely they've contacted. Triple H has called and gave me a shout. And you saw tweets on Twitter. Paul Heyman is always tuned in. A lot of those guys are tuned in with me, and so they're good people on that side. And UFC's got good people, and NFL's got good people. So who's gonna end up with the big ticket? We'll find out.
We'll find out. That's exciting, dude. I know that I read a story also about how one of your favorite people growing up was The Rock. He's really super popular, obviously, very great wrestler and beyond. And then you also have a connection to Brock Lesnar, right?
Yes.
WWE wrestler, also former UFC heavyweight champion. So if you could pick one of those guys' career to have like a similar career, would it be Brock Lesnar or would it be The Rock?
I think I'll pick The Rock because I have a thing for movies. I love the camera work. You know what I'm saying? Being a movie star would be something cool. That's why I like The Rock. Everyone loves The Rock. The Rock is well known in every place. Brock Lesnar has a great career path of being on the Vikings, UFC champion, WWE champion for many years. But The Rock has reached like a height that no one can get past, and that's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, really, especially coming from the wrestling world, right? Before The Rock,
yeah,
Hulk Hogan was like the guy who kind of did some movies.
Yeah,
he was never like a huge movie star the way The Rock is. So
yeah.
Wow, it's an amazing time to be you. Just 21 years old, dude. I'll tell you what, I was at a baseball game recently and I was there. You came up. People were like so excited about what you did that they were talking to me about you, not knowing that I was going to talk to you like in like 2 days. So that's the level of interest people have in your career. But you know what they were talking about?
What?
Your impressive backflip. Like they were like, this dude is, a big guy and just can. I mean, it is amazing. It's an amazing talent to have. That just shows like what kind of what a unique person you are. Not only are you a winner, but like, dude, that's some crazy athleticism, bro.
No, I appreciate it so much. I've been doing them back since I was young. My mom would take me to gymnastics, and I was like this little like chubby kid that would show up and do flips on a thing, and parents be scared like, oh, is he gonna hurt himself? But nah, it's just I've been doing it for so long, and just for me to put it on a bigger stage is most definitely something special.
Man, you did that right too, because you waited. You're like, I'm not doing this until the gold medal match. And then you waited, and like, that's perfect timing. Not a lot of people have all of that, but you do. Like I said, I'm really grateful to talk to you. I think that this is such a big time for you. And so I know you have a lot of interviews. I'll let you go on to the rest of them. I do have one more question for you, though, that I think will hit somewhat close to home. I'm interested in your answer on this, right? There's a polarizing guy in combat sports. I mostly cover combat sports. His name is Jake Paul. He's young, like you. He comes from your era, I guess I would say. But he also knocked out a wrestler, a pretty famous wrestler, Ben Askren. So where do you stand on the Jake Paul issue, man? He's one of the most polarizing people in combat sports today.
I mean, I stand on the Jake Paul issue. I mean, he's going out there and he's doing his thing. He's making millions of dollars just to do entertainment for boxing, you know. But one thing that is odd about it, he's fighting a lot of older, washed up guys. You know, we knew Ben Askren couldn't box. We're gonna see what Tyron Woodley can do with them. But Jake Paul, he's cool people. I've never met him personally. It'd be cool to meet him and see what he does and see how he goes about what he does. So, I mean, he's doing great in boxing, and he's putting on a show for a lot of people. People are buying them fights most definitely, and we'll see how the Tyron Woodley fight goes, and it'll be cool to be there in person. But who knows?
Who are you gonna root for?
Right now, I'm gonna root for Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
A lot of people want Jake Paul to fall, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, I'm rooting for Tyron Woodley. He's gonna go out there and do a great job, and Jake Paul is gonna go out there and do a fantastic thing too. But what Jake is doing is something special too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really grateful to hear that from you. I agree with you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see the rest of your career. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me. See you later.